Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, if I sound kind of croupy or something, I'm not coming down with anything. It's allergies. I've been outside. The universe sent me a lesson today, and I think it's something we all need because we're all going crazy. If we'll admit to it, we're all going a little nuts. And I had an order come in today, and I got 2 boxes. And at first, I was doing the happy dance of joy. Surely I either got a double order, in which case I would donate half to a charity or something. I'm getting all these excited thoughts, right? I ordered 4 bigger cans of beans because I'm like, I'll eke it out with rice and I'll make a meal out of it. I got 2 boxes. I got 1 can in one box and 1 can in the other. And it didn't look like anybody had tampered with it or anything else. It looked like they purposely put 1 can of beans in each box. And I'm looking at this like, is this a joke? I ordered 4. Why is there 2 boxes in the first place? And why is there only 1 item in each box? Well, they sent me what they had. They're out. There are no more cans of beans. Now, don't panic and, go crazy, but there are no more cans of these particular beans. They're out. I checked their website today. You can't order any of these. They're out. They just don't have any. They sent me 2. When they get them restocked, they'll probably send me the other 2. So I have to be aware in the back of my head that even though they're saying that my items ship, they ship 2, and there's a note in the thing that tells me if there were more than this, they may ship them later. So do be aware that there will be like $1 something charge perhaps show up, and unexpected cans of beans show up in my future. And as I'm walking the boxes out, I had assumed the worst. I had assumed they charged me for all 4, and I'm like, and I already made a video for you guys. It wasn't good enough. I took it down. I tried to make it again. It was processed. It was ready to go. And then I thought, this is a lesson from the universe, from Lucifer, from whoever, that we can jump to conclusions without having all the information. Because according to the Walmart website, all 4 had been shipped. When I checked the email, they said, no, we only shipped 2. And I went to find, I'd even went to search for help. I was like, okay, I keep complaining and I'm waiting for the gods to do everything. I could not find this order. These beans don't exist in my order, okay? They mysteriously disappeared. And it's just, I'm lucky I got 2, right? Everybody and their uncle is making insane amounts of orders right now on Walmart. They're doing all they can, and they're apologizing because they had to delay more orders. Thank the gods for my disabilities, because I know that sounds weird, but I'm fairly okay. If I have to go to the store eventually, I'll go to the store. As Modius and Mammy keep asking me to, you're okay. Don't order any food for the rest of the month. Don't be part of the problem if you don't have to. Once we reach the end of the month, we'll see how much stuff they still haven't shipped you. And then you can decide whether you want to risk going to the store or you want to do another shipment. They're doing the best they can. They ship something else too. And, it's just right now we're all going through the same thing. And it's very easy to turn on the news, especially now, and see all the bad people and, kind of think it's being done to us bad on purpose. Which brings us to the main part of the video. Odin wasn't really lashing out at me. He really wasn't trying to hurt me. He's not in control of the situation, and he doesn't know what to do. Norse gods, I can't emphasize enough, want to be in control. They see themselves as the masters of the universe. They do. If there is a god who has bought into the idea of himself being all-powerful, it's Odin. And to see that there's not a damn thing he's been able to do thus far against this disease, I mean, they'll protect us the best they can, but we have to have common sense. To see all the devastation in the world, and to feel powerless in the face of it as a god, that's not something he's equipped to deal with. He's not. To see that he can't even have the power to make food that does not exist appear in a warehouse and be shipped to me is more than he can deal with. Loki too. I came down today and both their necklaces were on the floor. They don't know how to deal with it. They're not equipped. Norse gods are used to there being a system there to take advantage of and kind of take credit for it. And The system's not even there to take credit for. No, don't panic. Don't go out and buy like 9 billion pounds of food and not have money to pay your rent. You don't have to. The food's there. It's just not there in as much of a glut as it usually is, right? And they don't know how to handle it. And they don't know how to handle how my orders keep getting set back and keep getting set back, and I'm getting in damaged orders and all this other stuff too. They don't know how to handle any of this stuff. It's beyond them. And as a god, Odin has a huge amount of pride, and he got very humiliated because, you know, he must look like an almighty, all-powerful god if he can't even get you a grocery order, right? And, you know, the one who spoke up for him actually, and spoke up for all of them, after I was pondering the lesson the universe sent me with the 2 cans of beans, is Lucifer said, you have a chance to do something here. And I'd already done it. I already said they could come back in, though on a rather demoted basis. He said, you're doing something God wasn't capable of, because, you know, he relates to me that satanic sense. And he says, you had mercy. He said, they lashed out at you and they rebelled and they hit you with all the horrible, nasty things they could do and say because they felt powerless and they felt frightened and out of control. But he said, you had mercy on your children, because he said, right now they're your children. No, I'm not crying, you're crying. He said, they're your children and they're lost, so you have to take care of your children. So, yeah, Lucifer will get you right in the feels because he is very benevolent and merciful. And he said, you have to take care of the children right now because they can't take care of themselves. So if you have Norse gods right now, you might have to pick them off the floor. They're not doing well with this. A lot of pantheons aren't. 1 second, a smile of it. Sorry about that, making chili and rice. You know, I'm stretching the food out. Loki had tried for pizza, he did. I said, no, baby, there are no more meal kits as of yet in Walmart. They will come back, but let's save it, okay? Let's save that for like 1st of May, for May Day, for Beltane. He's like, okay. And I said, if they really, really, truly wanted something, or we really needed food, I would go to the store, but we're not there yet. But yeah, some pantheons you might have to be picking off the floor right now. They're not used to getting a situation where they can't just fix things. Most of the time, the stuff we want are things like jobs, food on the table, medicine, stuff like that. And it might be hard for them to get, but they eventually get it to us. When it's impossible to get, when everybody has bought all the toilet paper and they can't just magically snap their fingers and make more appear, or all the hand sanitizer, or all the whatever else, and they're hoarding it and they will not let go of their death grip, the gods can't do anything about that. But they can get us through this situation. They can make sure we do have enough food. Maybe not the food we like, and maybe not in the quantities we're used to, you know, not the endless buffet anytime soon. But they can make sure we're fed. And they can make sure we have shelter. And they can focus on, and what they have to focus on is what they can do. There's no sense any god or deity or group of deities or angels, saints, demons, whatever, focusing on what they can't do right now. That's not going to help them, and it's sure not going to help you, because then you have a whole group of crying toddlers and you're just feeling helpless because you don't know how to fix this because you're the human. Reassure them that you're their god. You know, they're your god. And I told Odin, I said, you could have just told us you lost control and you can't do anything. It's okay. We'd understand. I said, you see God the Father Almighty riding down in a chariot fixing this and fixing Italy? I said, no, you do not. I said, so if he's not doing it and he's supposed to be the one only all-powerful deity, I don't expect more out of you, you know. He's like, oh. He's very prideful. He won't admit when he's having a problem. The one Achilles heel Odin has is he won't take help when he needs it. He'll give you advice to take help when you need it, but he won't. He's very stubborn. He's stubborn as hell. And he will not admit when he's lost control. Neither will Loki. They will lie through their teeth and pretend they're in control. I said, you could have just told us you're not in control. We could have helped you handle this together. And maybe nobody's in control, but we'll get through it all okay. We'll play the averages. Asmodeus will help us work his stuff out. Oh. So they were lashing out because they're frustrated. Somebody else had pointed out, and that was part of the puzzle. Norse gods seem very frustrated and antsy right now. Yeah, because they're not in control. They can't stand it. Demons that work with me in the satanic sense, so they're used to fighting for every scrap of everything they have. They're used to it being a struggle. Gods usually are used to coming from a place of power and coming from a place of being said to have everything they have. And yes, they have all their struggles too, but it's rather different than having been thrown out of having everything and having to struggle back and get everything back and make your own territory. And then, our favorite thing now is reporting Christians for hate speech. So every time a Christian posts hate speech on this channel, we report them. So that makes us smile. And Satan's just in the back with this fond look on his face. So yeah, someone called Loki Satan today, and they were telling me about how I need Jesus. And I was like, kiss my ass. Loki's a problem, but he's not the devil. Even the devil's better, better than that. The God you're thinking of that just sends plagues, that's God. That's who you're thinking of. That's not Loki, that's not the devil, that's not anybody else. Killing people because he got pissed off, that's God. That's not Loki, that's not Satan, that's not Lucifer. And I'm getting, yeah, stick it to the man back here. You're naughty. They're back in. They're back in. All they had to do is tell me they feel powerless. We all feel powerless right now. I don't know whether to laugh or cry because, people need their jobs back. People need to earn money, but it's crazy right now. We don't know how to go forward, so we're all a little frustrated and scared, but just hang in there, right? I got a thing in the mail telling me that they're going to have primary voting in, I think, June in this state. I'm like, fuck you, no, that's too soon. I'm not going. Count me out. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.